This is WIAA High School Hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Tonight, it's rivalry night in the Coulee region as the Onalaska Hilltoppers face off against the Aquinas Holmen Luther Avalanche Hockey Co-op. Fans and friends gathered to support Aquinas 8th grader Drew Coleman in his fight against cancer. With the crew for Drew. All of tonight's boys high school hockey coverage on CRSN is delivered courtesy of Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Waste Management, there's more to their business than meets the eye. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance in Onalaska. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Interstate Wealth LLC, your road to success starts right here. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, at your disposal since 1984. Howie's, Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. Onalaska Athletics on CRSN are also brought to you by Every Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call when you need it done right. BA Burrito Company, boldly mixed, mad flavors delivered right to your door. Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey, the fastest game in town. Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Ultra Federal Credit Union, equal housing lender, member NCUA. Ebner Properties, a proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. And by Radio 1 Broadcast School. We'll get you from here to air. The Onalaska Hilltopper Athletics Booster Club. Become a member at onaboosters.com. And by Onalaska Park and Rec, cityofonalaska.com. Now, here with the call from the Jones Construction CRSN studio at the Omni Center in Onalaska, the voice of hockey in the Coulee region, Rik Franke.
Good evening and welcome to high school hockey here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. It is a big rivalry night in the Coulee region here at the Omni Center. Rik Franke alongside me is Tim Franzini, longtime coach of both of these teams. The Onalaska Hilltoppers back in the heyday in the 90s, and of course the Avalanche team that took the conference, or at least shared it 2 times with the Hilltoppers in 2012-13 and 2017-18. Retired last season. You've retired a couple times. Is it official forever now, Tim? You know you've stepped away for an entire season, but that's just been 1 year. It's been done before.
Yeah, I've never used that word retired until this last time and stuff, and I've really enjoyed being away, but you know, there's certain parts, and you're getting to the time of the year now where you miss some of the things. You miss the camaraderie, you miss being around your coaching staff and the guys, obviously, and things. But I guess, you know, I never say never, but you know, I don't really ever foresee myself being a head coach again. If I do miss it enough, you know, I can come back in some capacity, volunteer or scout or whatever, and things, and I can still do my other passions and things like that. I've really enjoyed being away so far. I got a couple of grandkids playing, and they've kept us busy. So I've still been at the rink. I've been to a few games, coming incognito, so I can enjoy and just be a spectator, because that's pretty hard to do with all the friendships I've made over the years and stuff. But it's good to be back here tonight.
Yeah, well, of course, Charlie Marshall, your protege for numerous years, is now the head coach, and you guys still communicate. I know you give Charlie a call. Charlie calls you. You guys talk about the team. You talk about the personalities. You know, what do you think of this year's Avalanche team? There's one line that's been super potent. I mean, we're talking top scorers in the state, you know, and they hope to get that done, but you got to go head-to-head with a Hilltopper team that's about 3 lines deep.
Yeah, they are. But that line of Cody and Ryan Wink and Hunter Schultz is awful good, but, you know, in games like this is where they really got to step it up and you know, help Jack out. I think Jack will be solid enough. But if they can get some scoring production, they can maybe make it interesting for a while. But obviously, everybody knows, you know, honest top-end talent is very good, and they're very deep, you know, all the way around. So they got a very, very nice club. Yeah,
they're going to need to have a great effort from Jack Coleman. And, of course, the crew for Drew is here tonight. And, unfortunately, the bad news is that Drew's fighting cancer for a second time here. And the crew's gathered together tonight, a fundraiser to help Drew and the family. And you know, hopefully you can get on down here. There's still time. There'll be plenty of room to watch a great rivalry hockey game here between the Avalanche and the Hilltoppers. And, of course, this year Onalaska is co-opted with Lacrosse. They picked up some pretty good players four to be exact, that have really contributed big time with a couple defensemen in Ben Fowler and Max Pop. They've really been key, especially on the power play, giving Ryan Gargaro some help. They moved Brennan Mason up to forward, and he's been a key contributor on the offense. And, of course, that first line was C.J. Lass and Tommy Duren, and now you've got Jake Ziegelbein, who's stepping up into that role. He's a leader. He's wearing the C on the sweater for a reason.
Right, absolutely. And when Fowler and Pop were down with lacrosse, I mean, I thought those were two really good players, going to be really good defensemen, and that was a huge pickup. But you can't leave out Bryant and Ziegelbein either, because they're very talented, very skilled forwards, and hard-working kids besides. But I've always liked Pop and Fowler on D, and we always talked as a staff, how good those kids, are going to be, and the potential they had, and they've showed it. I mean, that's been they fit in nicely into the program up here for Anna, and have done a great job.
Yeah, Will Bryant's really has a knack for finding the back of the net. He is a scorer with good hands, good vision, and he finds ways to get the puck in. So obviously playing the second line tonight. We'll go through those lines for both teams, but he spent the majority of the season up on that top line scoring a lot of goals. So he's another guy that you got to watch. Records as we come in the tail of the tape. The Avalanche 11-7-0. Unfortunately, they have lost a couple of games in a row, and a big one to Sauk Prairie on Saturday, 5-4. That was, in terms of the sectional seedings, a very, very key game to win at home. Unfortunately, that slipped away in a 5-4 win. They had a lead late, so they're going to want to bounce back with a couple big victories down the stretch here before the seedings.
Yeah, I mean, they do have some big games that they can still help themselves with the Toma game, West Salem game, and then obviously tonight, if there's a way for them to be competitive and keep this game close, and stays close at the end, anything can happen, and that would obviously be big for them. But they still have an opportunity to move up a little bit. But as Charlie and I have talked off and on and things, for some reason the Avs have always, I think, been a little better team on the road. So I don't think they mind, if they got to travel a little bit.
Right.
They'll give it their best shot.
Take a look at the Hilltoppers. They've won 5 in a row after suffering 2 consecutive losses. They're only 2 of the season to Sun Prairie and Waukesha, both ranked teams. 16-2 on the season and averaging just under 6 goals per game, giving up just 1.5 goals per game. So those are numbers you like, especially when you're 8-2 against teams with winning records. Avalanche haven't beaten a team with a winning record this year. So all the numbers kind of go against the Avs winning this tonight. But that's why you play the game, because anything can happen. We've seen great upsets happen before.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what we have in store for you tonight. A battle between the Avalanche Hockey Co-op. That is Aquinas, Holmen, and Luther. One player from Luther. No GET players this year.
Not this year. I think they're expected to get a couple of next year again.
Okay.
I think this has been the second year in a row without any GET players.
All right, we'll take a quick break here in our Cooley Golf Bowl pregame show and be back with more Rik Franke, Tim Franzini from the Jones Construction CRSN studio at the Omni Center in Onalaska. It's rivalry night here on CRSN.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Do you earn 2.65 annual percentage yield on your checking account balance? If you had a Cooley Bank Kasasa Cash checking account, you would. Your free Kasasa Cash checking account includes free MasterCard debit card, free online banking, bill pay, e-statements, Cooley Bank mobile app, and ATM fee rebates. Earn 2.65 APY on your free Kasasa Cash checking account. Cooley Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. See CooleyBank.net for more information.
Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com. 608-518-1720. Many of us will end up working 40 to 50 years of our lives, saving and hoping that we'll be able to live comfortably and have a successful retirement. But saving and investing smartly is only half the game. Mistakes made during the game can have lasting effects. If you're questioning your retirement game plan, call Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Hi, my name is Chris, and this is my story. I became an Ultra member when I was 18 years old and applied for my first auto loan. With Ultra, I felt like a person, not an account number, and they made my dream of owning my own truck a reality.
Make no payments for up to 90 days on a purchase or refinance for new or used autos. Visit Drive Ultra or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
Cooley Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Welcome back to the Cooley Golf Bowl pregame show. Rik Franke, Tim Franzini from the Jones Construction CRSN studio atop the Omni. Let's get to the Avalanche lines for tonight's contest. Of course, they're coached by Charlie Marshall, John Morchauser, and Mike Olson, Tyler Harold, the assistants. The first line is centered by Cody Dirks. He's put up outstanding numbers. Left wing, Ryan Wink. He's been hot lately. And Hunter Schultz, who I think is one of the best pure scorers on this team. Now, you know these guys very, very well. You coached them for a long time. What do you think makes them tick?
Well, Cody's a playmaker. He's going to set those guys up. Plus he can finish. Ryan Wink is just a great kid, hard worker. Shoots the living daylights out of the puck. And just him and Cody. Actually, all three of them got some good hockey IQ, and they're just very talented. And I've liked Hunter from the day he stepped in here and played for us and stuff. Just some raw ability, and has gotten better each and every year. He's physically growing, and things are three great kids and three very skilled and talented kids. And I think Charlie did the right thing. We were talking about maybe splitting them up at some point, but I think he's done the right thing. And the three seem to be playing very well together.
Yeah, Cody Dirks, you mentioned, he gets the helpers, 44 assists on the season. That's pretty crazy numbers for him. All right, the second line is centered by Matt Jankowski, the big forward. We'll have Charlie Koscienski on left wing. It'll be Joey Zimmerman getting the start on right wing on that line. Then it's Lenny Boberg centering Eric Voigt, who's back from being out for a bit of time on left wing, the youngster. And then Xander Scrady, another freshman, on right wing. You'll see Lucas Biesterveld from time to time substituting on that line. The defensive pairings, Adrian Voigt. He is steadfast back at the blue line with Sam Evenson and C.J. Meyer. It'll also be Mitchell Bass and Connor Hefty on that second line of defense. Jack Coleman gets the nod. His numbers on the season. For Jack, he is 10-7, 3.74 goals against average, and a .905 save percentage. He gave up 7 goals last time when they played the Hilltoppers. He'll look to lower that number, hoping to get some defense here today. All right, let's get to the Hilltoppers and their lines for today. We'll start with the goaltender, Jack Weber. His numbers have been very, very good, as expected this season. The senior is 16-2-0, 1.51 goals against, .918 save percentage with 4 shutouts, and he was a winner last time in a shutout when they played the Avalanche. Defensive pairings, Ryan Gargaro with Max Pop, Ben Fowler with Hudson Weber, Kyle Como with Alex Franzini, and Colton Hogum will rotate in. The forward lines, Derek Carey, happy 16th birthday to Derek. Shout out to Derek Carey celebrating a birthday today. The sophomore will center on the fourth line with Charlie Keene on left wing, Matty Sizamaki on right wing. It'll be Brendan Mason centering the third line with Andrew Walsh on left wing, Hardy Weiner on the right side, Mason Manglitz centering the second line with Carter Staub on left wing, Will Bryant on the right side, and then CJ Lass centering Tommy Duran on the left side, Jake Ziegelbein on the right side. All right, we got all that out. There's your lines for tonight, the names you'll be hearing. Both teams getting ready for introductions. As soon as we hear our public address announcer, we'll get those introductions. I know there's going to be probably a few statements made, of course, for the crew, for Drew here tonight. And I know there's going to be some miracle minutes where we'll take some timeouts and do some fundraising. There's plenty of great raffle items here tonight. You still have time to get down to the Omni Center. As the fans are filing in, this is starting to look like a playoff atmosphere down here, right?
Yeah, it sure is. I was involved in the first fundraiser, being I was coaching back then that year, and let Matt take over.
All right, we'll send it down to public address.
And now the starting lineup for the Hilltoppers. In goal, number 1, Jack Weber. At defense, number 4, Ben Fowler. At defense, number 18, Hudson Weber. At forward, number 12, Carter Staub. At forward, number 16, Will Bryant. And at forward, number 20, Mason Manglitz. And the rest of the Hilltoppers. The Hilltoppers are coached by head coach Tim Eppner, assistants Dean Lounsborough, Todd Weichner, Bill LaRue, Jerry Rink, and Brian Cole.
Of course, both teams use this rink for their home ice, so you get the fanfare for both here in this venue.
Yeah, you do. It's been a good situation over the years.
And now, your Avalanche! Starting in goal, number 1, Drew Holmen.
Oh, no.
Jack Cole. At defense, number 4, Adrian Wood. At defense, number 22, Connor Empty. And for senior number 3, Brian Quick. And for number 12, Hunter Schultz. And at for number 24, Cody Dirk. And the rest of the Avalanche varsity team. The Avalanche are coached by head coach Charlie Marshall, assistant coaches John Marshauser, Mike Olson, Greg McCutcheon, and Tyler Harrell. Please stand. Remove your hats as we join Aquinas' choir for the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by
nicely done as we get closer to face-off here at the Omni Center. We'll take a quick break and be back with the opening draw. Avalanche, Hilltoppers, right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Ebner Properties of La Crosse is a proud supporter of hockey in the Coulee region and a great state of Wisconsin. Whether it's at the youth, high school, AAA, elite, junior, or college level, furthering the growth of hockey is the mission. Ebner Properties would like to wish all of our area teams at all levels the very best this season. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Quote from the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
So both teams talk to their goaltenders before this one gets started, and Avalanche look like they're ready for business, Tim. They look like they're ready to go.
Well, you shouldn't need a whole lot to get excited. I mean, you got nothing to lose. They're playing a ranked team. You can only help yourselves here, so hopefully they are ready.
So the Hilltoppers break from their goaltender huddle, and we're just about ready to drop the puck. Great crowd here tonight. Crew for Drew, supporting Drew Coleman. Unfortunately, Drew couldn't make it here tonight, and we're wishing him the very best. Maybe he's watching the game right now, so hi, Drew, to you. And there's a lot of people here supporting you tonight, so that's a great thing.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Great cause.
Here we go, center circle, and we are underway. The Avalanche chase the puck into their zone off the opening draw. Mitchell Bass got there first, gets a little bit of help as the Hilltoppers try to push it down a little bit further as Mason Manglitz left it in the corner. Now here the Avalanche chip it to the center circle. Backhanded on in by Ben Fowler, and now the Avalanche with control. Little trouble behind the net. Can't afford to have early turnovers. Avalanche get it towards center. And back again is Fowler, chasing into his own defensive zone. Worked it right side. Hudson Weber, soft dish up the right wing wall. Here comes Tommy Durham with good speed into the corner, then puts that off the side of the net and bounces back to an Avalanche defensive stick. Puck whipped around by Ryan Wink all the way back into the neutral zone. Hilltoppers chase it back. Ryan Gargaro has it from the left circle. He got it ahead and dumped on in there by C.J. Lass. First to it is Adrian Voigt. Uses the end wall to push it to the near corner, and the Avalanche now will work it up. Connor Hefty got it to the neutral zone. Little behind C.J. Meyer, sends it wide to the Hilltopper net. Picked up there by Lass, worked it to Duran. The outlet stretch came off the stick of Jake Ziegelbein. And now a bouncing puck. Whacked that with a backhand by Gargaro. Sent on in by Andrew Walls. Played by Coleman behind the net as he left it for his defense. And now off the right wing wall, it's chipped past the Hilltoppers defender, Fowler, and all the way down for icing. Never touched Fowler's stick. 15:22 to play here in period number one. We are scoreless, and nothing much on net here in the early goings.
No, but Anna has had possession and had a couple small opportunities down there. A couple nice plays, just getting the puck on the net, because good things happen when you do that.
Off the draw, Hilltoppers put it on net. Stick save made by Coleman as the puck pops to the near boards. Now the Avalanche from their own near circle flip it off the lighting. It'll get a whistle stopping play here as we are just a couple minutes into the first period. While we have a quick stoppage, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Thank you so much to Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, and also our pregame sponsor. Draw from the near circle. Again, won by the Avalanche, but not able to control the puck. Brennan Mason's got good wheels. Tried to stick handle between two defenders, though, and that didn't work out. Avalanche clear the puck all the way down. Weber just lets it go off to the side. Picked up here by Fowler. Fowler comes out near side with the puck. Fowler now takes it to the neutral zone. Nobody's taking him out yet as he backhands it in, gets off for a defensive change. Manglitz chasing, though. Manglitz trying to reach back, but it'll be Adrian Voigt playing it to Hefty and then taken again by Manglitz with some good hop right now. Oh, he sent it out in front to Will Bryant. Couldn't get a stick on it, though. Then Pop sends it down low, gets past the stick to the corner, and now it's Hefty who will try to work it out of the corner from the bottom of the far circle. Avalanche finally helped that puck out of the zone. Here's Pop again in the neutral zone. Sends it off right wing. Here's Gargaro waiting, then puts it towards the net. Easy glove save for Coleman as he measured it up at the near post getting the whistle. And we'll have a stoppage here with 14-13 to play here in the first period. And we are scoreless. Face off here at the near circle. And the puck rings around the far boards. Sent up ahead, and here's a chance for Ryan Wink. Wink with a defender behind that disrupted him a little bit as he put it towards the net. Easy save for Weber. Picked up now by Tommy Duran. Duran poke check from behind by Wink. Got it up left wing, C.J. Lass, along with Jake Ziegelbein up center. There's Lass, takes it to the behind the net, but it is poke checked, and now Duran picks up the loose puck and misguesses the feed back to the blue line. Fowler will have to come back to get it. Puck comes to the far corner of the Hilltopper end. Cody Dirks trying to work it along, getting pressured from behind. That centering pass is fed back all the way to the point. Puck knocked away in the slot, and now worked up right wing. Here come the Hilltoppers. Hardy Weiner chases the puck back behind the Avalanche net. Collided with a defensive skater. Now it's Andrew Walls. Taken away by Jankowski for the Avalanche. Up the left wing wall. Nice cut. Up center now. Jankowski on net. And the save is made by Weber, but the whistle blown for an offsides. They came in just a little off. 13:07 to play here in the opening frame, and we are scoreless. Shots 2-1 in favor of the Hilltop.
That was a nice defensive play. I think it was Fowler on Ryan Wink had just a little bit of a break. He did a great job not taking a penalty there and got enough of the puck and the stick to prevent a good scoring chance for Ryan Wink.
So the Hilltoppers chase the puck into their own near corner. They try working it up the right wing wall. Avalanche, big hit there as Brendan Mason kind of put a little elbow there into Adrian Voigt. No call. And the puck comes all the way down the Avalanche end. Back to it is Sam Evenson. Evenson from the right circle, held in by the Hilltoppers. Hudson Weber to the slot. Manglitz, a backhand shot there by Bryant, saved by Coleman. Puck in the corner now. That's going to escape all the way back down into the Onalaska lacrosse zone. And it's going to come back in the Avalanche end with an icing call. 12:29 to play here in the first period. We are scoreless, but a good opportunity there
for Will Bryant and Mason Manglitz doing good work there. They must have made a line change here late in the season with Ziegelbein and Bryant flip-flopping them.
They did. Actually, I'd say it's been a little over a week now since they've made that change. Puck at the left circle, and Will Bryant not able to do much with it there. Avalanche clear to the neutral zone. Fowler looking for a way back in, takes it in himself. Fowler, he was poke check, put that towards the net, bounces off to the right wing wall, picked up by the Avalanche. They just get it out. And now the Avs will send it again along the right wing wall. Puck hits another body as Eric Voigt was there. Now the Avalanche taking it left wing. Boberg had his pocket picked. Here's a dump in by Fowler. Easy stick save made by Coleman. And then it'll go up into the bench, stopping play here with 11:49 left in the first period. We're scoreless. This is much like the first meeting between these two teams, which was scoreless after one period. So right now the Avalanche have to like the way things are looking, considering, even though they're down 5-1 in shots, they haven't let anything in.
They haven't yet, and they've had a couple opportunities where they've gotten the puck, could have gotten the puck deep and didn't, and that's given on a couple of opportunities to come back the other way, and they're going to have to prevent that. Because eventually they'll take advantage of those. Puck
worked into the corner, and then back behind the net. To the far corner is where Avenson tries to clear. Bounces off skaters there at the far point. Picked up by C.J. Lass. Lass to the far circle. Now worked back to Pop, who gets it back to Lass. Left wing wall. Lass avoiding all the poke checks to Gargaro. Open at the near circle. Shot that one. Save made by Coleman. Rebound pops to an Avalanche stick, but they're unable to clear again. Here's Gargaro. Nice feed down low. Duran then pushes it back to Lass. Lass back down low, but it goes right to an Avalanche defender, and here comes Voigt up ice. Adrian Voigt will dump it all the way down. Max Pop to pick it up for the Hilltoppers. Gargaro back to Pop. Far corner. Now it's Duran. Up to Lass. Hit him in the skates and taken away by the Avalanche. They dump it off the left wing wall. They'll finish off a change. Pop gets it on up to Hardy Weiner, and Weiner, he had it Taken away, pocket picked by Jankowski, but he lost it back. And then dumped in by the Avalanche. Weber leaves it back there for Gargaro. He's getting some pressure from Koscienski. Now it's Pop. Back to Gargaro behind the net. Good footwork up the slot. Nice on the tape pass. Left wing, here comes Walls. Walls puts that one on net. Bounces back to the end boards, picked up here by the Avalanche. Mitchell Bass with the clear all the way down. Hilltoppers with some space up the right side. Como put it right wing, then the cross ice pass a little too far for Manglitz. Slapped out of the zone by Evenson. Picked up here again by Sam Evenson behind his own net. Bounces right out in front, dangerous situation. Will Bryant not able to pick up the puck. Up the left side comes Adrian Voigt with a shot. Stick check there by Como, and the puck goes up and out of play, into the netting for another stoppage with 9:31 left here in the first period. Again, pretty well contested here by the Avalanche.
Yeah, they've done a good job kind of getting in shooting lanes, and Tutorial, Onalaska's had it in the Avs zone quite a bit, but they've only given up a couple good scoring chances.
Puck kicked into the neutral zone, and ahead come the Hilltoppers. Will Bryant working it behind the nets. Taken away here by the Avalanche. To center, and shot on net. Off the stick of Eric Voigt, and the save was made by Jack Weber. Personnel changes for both teams. As we meet at the near circle, Cody Dirks, the centerman. Dirks works it back and then dumped down low by Mitchell Bass. Puck rings all the way around to the far boards. Tommy Duran unable to clear. Sent on net, Weber the save. Bouncing puck in front, picked up by Pop. Pop sends it ahead. Jake Ziegelbein with the puck. Ziegelbein in right wing. Ziegelbein put it to the front of the net, and the save is made by Coleman off the stick of Tommy Duran. And the Avalanche clear into the neutral zone. That puck goes all the way down, and Gargaro is there. Gargaro set up behind his net. Work cross ice by Jake Ziegelbein, and that's going to be an icing as the puck going to come back into the Hilltopper end. 8:20 to play. First period, where scoreless, shots are 8-3 in favor of the Hilltoppers. They are the road team here at the Omni in this second meeting between these two teams. No score.
I really like Pop and Fowler. They make the things happen, and they quarterbacking back there and getting the break going. And boy, they had a nice setup to Tommy Duran there. Just a great save by Jack. Otherwise, could have very easily been 1-0.
And nice centering pass here as the Hilltoppers. And Andrew Wall sent that one just wide. In the corner, puck pops up and out of play. Quick stoppage here is so that team's going to keep the same skaters on. Here's Walls off the draw. Quick wrister, and that was blocked in front by the defense. Nice work by the Avs to clear it down all the way, but it's going to come right back towards Coleman, and another face-off inside the Avalanche end with 7:55 remaining here in period number one. Special thanks to Waste Management. There's more to their business than meets the eye. I also like to thank Cooley Bank. Bank with confidence, just a couple of our fine sponsors here on the Cooley Region Sports Network, making these broadcasts possible. Off the draw, it's fed back to Hudson Weber. Dropped it down into the corner. Avalanche get a stick on it and put it down all the way. Off the right wing wall, and another icing. So yet again, another stoppage. And we'll come right back into the Avalanche zone. Right now, it's kind of just sort of trying to keep the Hilltoppers from getting too much tempo going.
Yeah, they do. And this plays a little bit in the Avs. They're obviously not as deep as the Hilltoppers, and Charlie want to get his top line out there a little bit more, and these stoppages will help him do that.
Here are the Avs pushing the puck in. Puck sitting side of the net, and that'll be picked up by the Hilltoppers. In the corner, Gargaro shovels it up to Will Bryant. Touch pass, and here comes Manglitz with good speed up ice. Manglitz gets around the defense, puts that one wide into the corner. Pop kept the puck in. Off the wall comes Bryant. High slot. Puts it towards the net wide right. And another one in front. Manglitz almost poked it in near post. Avalanche will try to flip dump it out. Nice jump there by Bryant, but he put it down between his legs and the other way to Wink, who puts it on net off the tip of the glove of Jack Weber. There's another shot taken by the Avalanche, but wide left. Comes all the way back to the near point, and Mitchell Bass sends it back down and around. Fans getting into it down there. It sounds like a little bit of a hit along the near boards that they're excited about. Again in the corner. Avalanche trying to make something happen. Boberg, and finally we got a whistle as that was sent back top of the far circle with 6:30 remaining in the period. And our first penalty going to be an interference, Tim.
I didn't see it, but it looks like it's against Anna.
Going to be a power play for the Avalanche. First one of this game. Their power play has been good this season. 32% effective. Penalty kill for the Hilltoppers, 87.5%.
And they have a new one that they've been experiencing with, so it'll be interesting to see it tonight.
4 shorthanded goals for the Hilltoppers this season. And there they go, clearing the puck.
This is what you got to worry about.
Here comes CJ Last with Tommy Duran. Almost a 2-on-1. Last tries to center it. Nice play by Adrian Voigt to break up the pass. Now Last is tied up, but he's killing some time in the process. Still kicking after it. Finally, it's dug out by the Avalanche. They're on the power play. They chip it towards center. Cody Dirks tried to pick that up, but Tommy Duran skates by him. $1:29 left here on the power play for the Avalanche. Fed back, right point. Sent towards the net, wide, and the shot there by Ryan Wink. Now it's Adrian Voigt with the puck top of the near circle. Sends it back to Wink. Wink back to Voigt. Voigt feeds it, right circle. Shot was blocked by CJ Last, and the backhand clear goes into the Hilltopper bench and gets the whistle with 5:36 remaining here in the first period. We're scoreless. Shots are 9-4 on Onalaska lacrosse.
Well, you got to be aware of CJ and Tommy Duran on that penalty kill. They're so dangerous. Just a little turnover, you cough the puck up on the blue line. They're off to the races the other way.
Face off now from the far circle. Draw is not out of the zone as the Avalanche keep it in. Wink to Dirks, back to Wink. Now a quick turnaround dump in there by Mitchell Bass. Jankowski trying to get to that puck, knocks down a Hilltopper in the process. Now that pass is blocked in the slot and picked up by Onalaska lacrosse and cleared down all the way by Manglitz. Holmen holds it up as the puck now controlled by Ryan Wink. Wink up right wing. Pass intercepted by Gargaro and sent down all the way. 24 seconds and counting here on the power play. Dirks was poked, check, chance here for Ziegelbein. A nice defensive play there by Hefty to break it up. Now it's Bass taking the puck back behind his own net. From the right circle, sent it ahead and dumped in by the Avalanche. Their power play is going to expire. Both teams at full strength. Kicked into the neutral zone by the Hilltoppers, and then Hefty dumps it just wide of the net. It's sitting in the netting right behind the goaltender, Jack Weber, up to Brennan Mason. Mason now with the puck. He'll send it all the way down, wide of the net. That'll be an icing. Faceoff going to come back towards the Hilltopper zone with 4:10 left in the first period. We are scoreless. Shots are 9-4 in favor of Onalaska lacrosse.
A couple good opportunities for Avs. They got it set up on the power play there. Need to do a little bit of that 5-on-5. It's been pretty one-sided 5-on-5.
Off the draw, Hilltoppers with the puck. Fowler sends it behind the net. Up to Walls, who centers it. Here's Weiner now. Weiner takes it and puts it towards the front of the net, but the Avalanche there to break it up. And Mitchell Bass looks cross ice. That's going to be intercepted by Weiner, who drops it right across the blue line. Off a couple sticks at center ice, dumped in by Andrew Walls, quickly gloved by Adrian Boyd, banked up left wing. Wink couldn't go with it. Last with a nice touch pass, but Duran overskates it, and both teams a little sloppy in the neutral zone. Dumped in here by the Avalanche. Hudson Weber first to the puck. Sees some pressure, chops it up the right wing wall. Avalanche keep the puck in. 3:13 to play, and looks like Dirks lost an edge as he was taking it towards the net. Hilltoppers, Duran up to Ziegelbein. Jake trying to split the defense, gets around both of them, goes to the backhand, can't put it past Coleman, but the rebound was out in front. Coleman makes the save again. Oh, wow. There's another shot taken by Pop. It goes wide of the net. Hilltoppers still on the attack. Duran with a whiff on his pass, and then poke checked into the neutral zone, where Gargaro comes back to get it. 2:45 left. Gargaro comes in on the charge. Quick shot, and the save made by Coleman. Picked up again here by Gargaro. Gargaro, centering pass, one-timer, they score! Mason Manglitz gets a perfect dish out in front, and the Hilltoppers make it a 1-0 hockey game. A big goal right there. Finally, they get something past Jack Holmen, because he's been fantastic here.
It was a great play by Ryan Gargaro. He just kind of was patient with the puck there, and he saw Manglitz going hard to the net. I mean, just textbook. Very nice play. There's no way Jack had a chance on that. Habs got a little bit caught kind of standing and puck watching.
So 1-0 in favor of the road team, and a timeout is taken on the ice now. Let's take a listen to the PA.
During the spring of 2016, Drew broke his arm inexplicably while throwing a ball, which ultimately led to a diagnosis of Ewing sarcoma, a form of bone cancer. Cancer was also detected in Drew's lungs. He completed months of chemotherapy and regulation and was deemed cancer-free in November of 2017. The cancer has returned, and Drew once again began intensive cancer treatment. The son of Gretchen and Tom Coleman of La Crosse, Drew is a bright, curious, and creative person. He is an avid outdoorsman, hunter, and fisherman, and prior to his diagnosis, a multi-sport athlete. Drew has played hockey with the La Crosse Flames and Coulee Region Chill AAA team. Never one to give up, Drew picked up curling after his diagnosis and loves it. He was thrilled this summer when his doctors allowed him to play basketball at the La Crosse Aquinas Middle School for the La Crosse Aquinas Middle School team. More than any accomplishments on the field or on the ice, Drew's energy is infectious to be around. Drew's older brother, Jack, is a junior at La Crosse Aquinas and the starting goaltender for the Avalanche. Jack has played hockey on many teams in the Coulee region, with several of the players on the ice in tonight's game from both teams. Jack's friends from the many communities that make up the teams on the ice tonight, and the events that are happening on the basketball courts throughout the area, rally behind Jack and Drew and support them during this difficult time. There's no doubt it's been a tough stretch for the Coleman family. But Drew's loyal friends, his loving family, and his positive attitude just won't quit. Our hockey family in the area is a small one, and they are in need of support from you. The Coleman family has organized tonight for a Crew for Drew benefit. All proceeds from tonight's fundraising activities support the medical expenses for Drew's ongoing treatment. We will now have a miracle minute. Thank you.
So, of course, as we mentioned, Crew for Drew is here, and we're trying to raise as much as we can for the Coleman family. As you heard our public address announcer explain, it is a miracle minute.
Reminder, an anonymous donor has agreed to match the first $1,000 of donations.
That's awesome.
That is fantastic. As the fans respond. 2:36 remains here in the first period. 1-0 Hilltoppers.
I don't know if that was a planned timeout or if the Abs took a timeout. Initially, I thought the Abs took it, but now I'm wondering if it was planned.
I think it was a planned miracle minute. I think they have a couple of them they'll do during the game here.
Good idea.
So we'll meet back at the center circle. 1-0 Hilltoppers. Mason Manglitz getting that one. Another shot on net, save made by Coleman, and a rebound popped right towards the net by Mason Manglitz again, and another save made by Coleman. Well, he's seen a lot of shots here in this first period. 14-4 now, the shots on goal total. Off the draw, Hilltoppers push it behind the net. Avalanche try to clear. Bouncing puck at the near circle. Manglitz reaches back, and Staub tried to step up and get it. Dirks, nice touch pass as Schultz and Wink work it up the left side. That pass taken away by Will Bryant. Here comes Carter Staub up the left side. Staub. He gets ridden out of the play. Good work defensively by Hefty. Glove by Pop at the right point. Now it's Will Bryant. Chips it towards the slot, and Staub not able to knock that puck down. Here's Gargaro at the center circle. Flipped off the right wing wall. Puck comes back behind the net. Picked up by Hefty for the Avalanche. He gets disrupted by Mason, and a nice shot on net by Wall, saved by Coleman. Hilltoppers threatening again. Brennan Mason lost his footing as he got a hip check there along the end boards from Mitchell Bass. Here's Fowler. 1:15 to play, first period. Sent that wide of the net, but sticked away by Coleman nonetheless. Avalanche turn it over. Walls chipped it to the slot, but Hilltoppers not able to pull the trigger on the shot. Under a minute to play, here's Jankowski. Hilltoppers broke it up. Ziegelbein tried to go with it. Now it's Como. Left wing to Lass. Sent into the zone. And Jankowski tried to clear. Couldn't. Hilltoppers keep it in. 36 seconds left. Nice behind the back pass by Lass to Gargaro. Back to Lass. Backhand shot. Pad saved by Coleman. And the puck is sent back into the neutral zone. Pop has it here for the Hilltoppers. Coming up in our first intermission, we'll talk with Charlie Marshall from the bench. As long as we get some help there from the penalty box to get that microphone and headset. Here's a shot again by Manglitz. And the glove saved down low by Coleman with 13 seconds left in period number one. Hilltoppers up 1-0.
Yeah, since they scored that goal, they've really put the pressure on even more. Some great opportunities here.
Face off there at the far circle. Sent on net by Gargaro. Stick save made by Coleman again. Manglitz tried to send it back to Gargaro, and it's poked into the neutral zone here by the Avalanche. Get one shot off to finish the period, and Wink puts it up off the glass, and that will take care of our first period of play. Hilltoppers get one goal by Mason Manglitz, and for Manglitz, that was number 11 on the season. We'll take a quick break and be right back with Charlie Marshall from the bench here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
BA Burrito is more than just delicious food made to order. Did you know you could have your next event catered by BA? You bet. Business lunches, team events, any type of gathering, BA Burrito will deliver your spread right to your event. You don't have to do a thing. Great for school functions, parties, even fundraisers. Visit BA online at baburritosco.com for more info. BA Burrito would like to thank all their loyal customers. BA Burrito Village Shopping Center and on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
We got to say, hey, we bulletproof, baby. Go ahead, take your shot. Oi, oi, keep on making that noise. Give it all you got.
All right, first intermission here from the Omni Center in Onalaska. We got some youngsters playing hockey out on the ice here during the intermission. Have had some text messages from a few folks saying that they're getting some buffering from our feed here tonight. I can't do anything different with what we hear tonight. It might have something to do with weather. It might have something to do with the number of people here in the building. Nonetheless, until the Omni Center puts in a hard line, I'm working off of MiFi, so that's what we got. Plus, I got no help from the people in the box to give Charlie the headset and the microphone. Hopefully he has that on. Give me a hand up if you can hear me. Okay, great. Charlie's in the penalty box. He didn't do anything wrong, but he had to go there and retrieve the headset and microphone. Charlie, I got Tim Franzini with me up here as well.
That used to be his favorite spot in there.
In the penalty box? We're back in the playing days, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Wait, what I'm going to do here, Tim, is I'm going to hand it over to you to ask your former assistant coach the first question here in our intermission interview. Charlie Marshall, Tim Franzini, the mentor to the students.
Well, Charlie was a good student. Always a lot of fun to be around. He was a good player. Played forward and D for us over his 2 years at the Avs, and I couldn't be happier that he's in that head role. This old teacher, I guess if I got one thing I've really noticed is that top line of Ryan, Cody, and Hunter, and things. They just need to spread out there. Really seem to be bunching, getting each other's way tonight. And I think if they get better spacing, they could. They move the puck extremely well amongst each other and things, but they're just too tight. But I guess what do you think, Charlie?
Yeah, I've been working on it. The last game was pretty bad spacing on them too, and I said a couple times in that period, but they a little thick-headed tonight, I guess.
Well, you just got to yell at them a little more, right?
Yeah, I mean, like
take a page out of Tim's book here. I could hear Tim every time down on the ice. You could tell too, because usually his face would be extremely red by a certain point. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so overall, this is very similar to the last time these two teams met. Of course, you guys play twice a year in the MVC here. Shots were in favor of the Hilltoppers, 17-4. Jack Holmen had a great first period, don't you think?
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for much more than him, and the goal they got was a bad change, and their third forward got in there behind him, and there's not much he could do about it. But other than that, he's done everything and then some that we need him to do.
Now, obviously, that first line for you has been fantastic. One of the top scoring lines in the state with Cody Dirks as the main playmaker, and you got scoring production from Hunter Schultz and Ryan Wink. You're looking probably for a little bit more from some of the other lines, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been telling the other two lines tonight they got the best opportunity to make a contribution in a very important game. So at times they've shown some good stuff, but they still got to pick it up a lot.
Adrian's played really well tonight. I thought he's handling the puck. He's playing very calm, very patient, made a lot of really good decisions with it and things. Obviously, you're probably trying to get him out there and keep him on the ice as much as you can.
Yeah, matchup-wise, it's forward. We're missing a couple guys. We had to move up a D to our third line and running pretty much 3D, so he's out there a lot. And luckily, we condition a lot, so hopefully he'll be good second, third.
All right, so I know you got a big motivational speech when you go back in the locker room. You're giving us the sort of politically correct face right now. What are you really going to do when you go in the locker room?
I'll just tell them effort's better than normal, but not where we need to be, and just got to be more disciplined in our D zone. That's more or less what I'll say.
Is Charlie always as mild-mannered as he is right now?
Yeah, he's pretty calm. We're probably like the odd couple when we were together.
Good cop, bad cop?
Yeah, exactly.
I bet.
I guess the other thing too, Charlie, that I've seen a lot is just some careless turnovers, not getting the pucks deep when you need to, and against a good team like this, I think they got to be so aware that puck has got to get deep and get put in some spots where it's not going to hurt you.
That was about half my pregame speech, was getting the pucks deep and forechecking and playing more discipline.
Well,
so they're going to make it hurt.
I know
if we
the
don't.
MO. I mean, if you guys can go out there and get a quick one, I know it'll do wonders. So, got to give your rah-rah speech here.
That's what we're looking for, yeah.
All right, Coach Charlie Marshall, thanks for making time for us here in the first intermission.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Charlie visits with us there. We'll talk with Tim Ebner a little bit later on. We'll take a quick break here as the youngsters continue their game out on the ice. We'll take a break and hear from some of our great sponsors here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
I'm a mother of a teenager, and when a child is learning how to drive, you want to turn it over to someone who's patient.
Enhanced Driving Institute teaches your child how to drive responsibly, not just pass a test.
He does a lot more than teaching to pass the test, but also teaching just conscious driving.
Class registration is open right now and filling fast.
I don't want my daughter to just pass her test. I want her to be a good driver for life.
EDI-WI.com. Enhanced Driving Institute.
Howie's on La Crosse Street has been a La Crosse landmark for decades. Gourmet burgers, signature sandwiches, and in-house smoked meats that are sure to please your taste buds. Whether it's Wing Wednesday, Howie's Happy Hour, or the Burger of the Month, the Barbecue Brisket Burger. Howie's has something for everyone. Check out the menu and specials online, howiesonlacrosse.com. Follow your favorite sports teams and UFC events at La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, Howie's La Crosse. The Coulee Region Chill, proud members of the North American 3 Hockey League, are entering their 9th season here in the La Crosse area. The team has made a tremendous effort to give back to a community that supports them. This season, the Chill have partnered with Logistics Health Incorporated to honor a veteran for each and every home game before the national anthem as the hero of the game. Be a part of the 2018-19 hockey season and order your tickets online at crchill.com. Coulee Region Chill NA3HL Hockey is the fastest game in town. Every Plumbing and Heating is a full-service company that has been family-owned and operated since 1969. That's 3 generations of Everys in the plumbing business. Every Plumbing and Heating consistently provides reliable and quality workmanship and the best service at a fair price. Every gets it right the first time. Every Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. Give them a call when you need it done right. 608-783-2803. Or visit them online at everyplumbing.com.
Just like all the king's men that couldn't help Humpty Dumpty, if we break an egg, we can't put it back together again. You've worked hard to build your retirement nest egg. Don't let something break it when you need it most. Call Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth LLC to help make sure nothing breaks your retirement nest egg. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth, LLC, is independent. Virtue Capital Management.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. Choose Coulee Golf Bowl as a location for your next golf event or party. Whether you plan to hold a large corporate or charity event, just a group of 12 on a golf getaway, or even an afternoon of bowling, Coulee Golf Bowl is the complete destination. Take advantage of their birthday party specials, and if you're interested in league play, there are leagues always looking for individuals and teams to join the fun. Coulee Golf Bowl in Onalaska. It's time to get your planning underway. 608-781-1111 or CooleyGB.com.
First intermission here from the Omni Center. Rik Franke with Tim Franzini. He took a break from hunting to join us to watch a little bit of hockey tonight. His former teams, the Avalanche and the Hilltoppers, and that team you coached with first has a little bit of an edge, 1-0 after the first period. They were scoreless in the first meeting, so got a little bit going there in the first in terms of their offense towards the end of that first period. I thought some opportunities left without getting goals, but nonetheless, if you're Jack Holmen, you got to be pretty happy about your effort in the first period.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a difference early on. Anna had some really nice scoring chances, and Jack made a couple of big saves. So, I mean, Avs were kind of weathering the storm until the Hilltoppers got that late goal there. And after that goal, it kind of even gave the Hilltoppers a little jump, and they had a couple more good scoring chances.
You remember my old sidekick, Scotty Grand? Well, he texted me, and he says, in the hotel and listening, tell Franzini I can smell him through the volume. Of course, you know.
Well, that's good. I see Scotty's dad about 3 times a week, and we're always chatting with his dad about Scott. So hi to you, Scott.
Scott is, well, of course, we always refer to you as the best-smelling coach in the league. So that's that reference there for those of you who think we're just really strange people. We are still really strange people.
I think Dean would give me a run for my money.
See, Dean and I wear the same thing, so it's like I don't smell Dean as much because I'm used to that smell. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So but you still have surpassed them all. Tim just kind of smells like bubblegum most of the time. Tim Ebner. I don't know if he just has a fascination with bubblegum or not. I'm not sure what that is.
That and bacon.
Bacon, yes. Yeah, I smell a little like hamburgers right now. My coat is a little bit like hamburgers. We've got about 9.5 minutes till we drop the puck on period number 2. Let's kind of talk a little bit about the situation with the seedings. You've been through many years of gathering together, and I think it's usually in Toma. Is that right?
Yeah, at the Toma High School.
And you guys get together, and obviously there's some politics involved in it over the years. Wouldn't you say?
It's our sectional has always been kind of a north-south or east-west. You got the what's the name of that conference? They're at the no, and that's maybe it's the Badger, but Sauk and Reedsburg Dells and Baraboo, are all in that conference down there and kind of stick together. And then obviously you got the Avs and Anna and Toma and stick together over here. You got Black Rivers back in our sectional now after being gone for a couple of years. But yeah, there's some there's been some funky things that have gone on, but I can really say of all the seeding meetings that I've been involved with, it really shook out at least those top 4, 5, 6 seeds the way we all anticipated. From year to year, you might be able to flip-flop the 4 and 5, and things. But, we've seen some strange things that happen, and, people are playing games to try to obviously help themselves. But, all in all, it's been a great process. I think it's really worked for our sport, and hopefully it continues and things. Emails will start going out here, I think a week from this coming Monday, and you start gathering your stuff, and then they meet on Super Bowl Sunday, and it's whether it's 10 or 11 or 12 school sectional, it's pretty clear. I mean, we're usually in and out of there in an hour, and we do some other things besides just seating. You got to do some all-state stuff and some nominations and things like that. You do some Team Wisconsin showcase and senior tournament stuff, get some information out to all the coaches. But it's a great process. It's worked, and I miss that. I'll miss that meeting and stuff, because it's always, we get together afterwards and you kind of hear other coaches' thoughts and how they see things. But all in all the coaches in our sectional over the years have pretty much gotten along pretty well, and we always finish with some refreshments afterwards, and just have a good get together.
What kind of refreshments? Lemonade, or
lemonade and soda.
Non-alcoholic refreshments.
Somebody gets a glass of olives. I let you guess who that is with his beverage. But
let me ask you this: you've had a seat there for so many years. Are you kind of like Norm from Cheers? Do they just put a seat there in for you, and you can just come in and sit in on it, or what?
Yeah. I'd probably show up, and some of the coaches from outside the our conference and stuff would probably didn't even realize didn't even know I was gone this year.
You just get an extra vote for one of the teams from the MVC. Right?
Yeah.
You take that a shot. So if you were a betting man, which I'm sure you're not, Tim, I know you don't go to Vegas at all, who would you think would get the number 1 seed right now?
That's pretty
section?
That's pretty clear cut. I mean, the Hilltoppers are going to have a major hiccup to give up. I think they've their 2 losses were to ranked teams, obviously non-conference opponents, and outside the sectional and things. So, stranger things have happened, but right now they're in the driver's seat, and I know Tim's probably hasn't even spent but maybe 10 minutes looking at things. As it gets closer and we get closer to that Monday, he'll compile and get his stuff sent out. But I think it'll be interesting that 2 through 5. Even though we talked before going on the air that Avs were kind of cemented in that 5th spot, but they got some key games coming up, and that 2, 3, 4, 5 really could get tossed up and be pretty interesting. And
they were to pull off a victory against Toma, they might be able to. Because right now you're looking at Toma and Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells as your 2 or 3.
And they don't play Reedsburg Dells head-to-head, unfortunately, this year. You're just going to have to look at common opponents and, maybe your overall sectional record, which, may not go into the Avs' favor. I haven't looked at it that close either and things. But
and then you got your 4 and 5, and that's Avalanche and Sauk Prairie, at least the way it looks right now.
Yeah, very, very much so.
And then after that, I think the way it all kind of pans out, it's kind of top heavy, and then it gets kind of diluted as you go down. And the likelihood of those lower seed teams advancing is going to be pretty difficult.
But the lower, we've had some coaches in the past, and I won't, there's no need to mention, where they're from and things. But you need everybody to be there. You count on, your 9, 10, and 11 seed, 12 seed in past years. You count on being there and putting, voting accordingly and helping out, the area teams, because we've had some we've had some tiebreakers that you got to go to a flip a coin, and you try to avoid that at all costs and things. But, so hopefully they have good attendance, and that even the bottom couple seeds, the coaches do show up, because, even though they know where they're going to end up, it's important where they vote and how they vote.
Without naming any names, just name the teams. Who are the difficult ones from the other conference that kind of stack together to sort of make it hard for MVC teams to get their proper seed?
Well, you
don't have to name a coach, just name a school.
Those 3 schools that we talked about, they're gonna help each. If it comes down to it, if it comes down to Toma and Reedsburg Dells getting that 2 seed, it's the coaches down in that area are gonna favor with the Reedsburg team, and the coaches up here are gonna probably favor the Toma. But
I've also heard that the teams within our conference sometimes hold grudges.
Yeah, they do. I won't deny that. Oh, sure. Everybody, everybody's feelings get hurt a little bit, but by the time you're at that afterwards and get together, it's pretty much, forgotten, and you talk through it and, on things. We've come away, maybe just a little disgusted at things, but, it's everybody's got the same record at the end of the season. And when you start we always call our second season, everybody's 0-0, and you got to go play. And I think that, obviously the top couple pressures, a little bit more pressure on them because they're expected to win. And we've always taken that. We've had the opportunity most times to take that underdog role and just go let it go and see what happens. Do your best, and you keep it tight, and they feel the heat at the end, and they buckle. You might sneak one out, and we've seen crazy things happen in the playoffs and stuff. So it's a great, exciting time of the year, and just talking about it gives you kind of goosebumps, and that's when I know I'm gonna
really miss things.
Miss that, because there's nothing more exciting than those last 2-3 playoff games and things. So it's a great time of the year.
Kirschbaum at Toma's, he's 3 wins away from 300. How close is he to you?
Close enough. Todd's done a great job with that program. We've become good friends over the years, and I wish him nothing the best. I've talked to him a couple of times this season, not as much as I thought maybe I would, but I know I'm doing a Toma game, actually a couple of Toma games coming up, so we'll get to reminisce a little bit. But he's done a great job there. He deserves it, and I think he's got a team. I tell you what, he's got a goaltender that can take him a long way.
Talking about Vendor, right?
That's scary.
Yeah, that's good. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Be back with the face-off. Second period, Avalanche, Hilltoppers, right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you earn 2.65 annual percentage yield on your checking account balance? If you had a Coulee Bank Kasasa Cash checking account, you would. Your free Kasasa Cash checking account includes free MasterCard debit card, free online banking, bill pay, e-statements, Coulee Bank mobile app, and ATM fee rebates. Earn 2.65 APY on your free Kasasa Cash checking account. Coulee Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. See CooleyBank.net for more information.
BA Burrito is more than just delicious food made to order. Did you know you could have your next event catered by BA? You bet. Business lunches, team events, any type of gathering, BA Burrito will deliver your spread right to your event. You don't have to do a thing. Great for school functions, parties, even fundraisers. Visit BA online at baburritoco.com for more info. BA Burrito would like to thank all their loyal customers. BA Burrito, Village Shopping Center, and on Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
right, second period action just about set to begin. Rik Franke, Tim Franzini from the Jones Construction CRSN studio atop the Omni Center. A large crowd here tonight at the Omni to see these two rivals do battle, but a lot of them are here to support the crew for Drew and Drew Coleman's fight against cancer. Unfortunately for Drew, he's getting around to cancer, and we're hoping that we can kick its butts. And everyone here tonight trying to help out to do that. And if Drew's watching at home right now, he wasn't able to make it here tonight. Drew, hello to you, and you got a lot of people here supporting you tonight. Avalanche, the home team, wearing their home golds, and do you call that, what, maroon? Crimson?
Yeah, maroon.
All right, go with maroon.
Minnesota Duluth,
yes.
Kind of patterned it after his pattern.
All right, here we go. We're underway. Second period action here on CRSN. Puck sent into the Avalanche end. Loose puck of the circle, picked up by the Hilltoppers. Knocked back into the neutral zone. Dirks, nice feed to Wink. Wink in left wing, covered by Hudson Weber. Takes it behind the net. Took a bit of a hip there from Staub. Now here's Wink trying to come out. Nice poke check by Manglitz. Strong first period, and now a nice defensive start for Manglitz in the second. Schultz fed back left, point on net, saved by Weber.
Good start for the Avs. Got the puck low, kept possession of it.
So the faceoff will stay down the Hilltoppers end. Look at that magic. Mike Gargaro's in the house. You knew he would be. He's watching Ryan, who's had another strong season. And will Ryan Gargaro go on to play junior hockey? Very possible.
Oh, I would say most likely.
That's going to be shot just wide by the Avalanche, who have the puck in the attack zone. Dropped in by Hefty behind the net. Max Pop tried to cut back near side with it. He's getting hassled. Put on in front, and a loose puck in the slot. Picked up by the Hilltoppers, Andrew Walls. Up right wing, he's along with Hardy Weiner. Walls with a high shot. That came heavy off the glass. Back to Gargaro. Towards the net, just wide left. And now the puck comes to the far boards. Picked up by Pop, who's down low. The defenseman to the front of the net. He didn't get all his stick on it. And quick turnaround, blocked by a stick of the Avs in front. Now the Hilltoppers trying to crash and bang down low. And that'll be kicked back up to the boards, and here they come again. Pop to the front and broken up by the Avalanche. They'll just flip it softly all the way down. Race is on. Good hustle by Tommy Duran. Boy, can he glide. Here he comes up ice again. Duran up center. Duran's trying to stick handle between the legs. Now it's Lass. He feeds to the circle to Ziegelbein. Ziegelbein tries to stuff it in. Nice stick movement there by Coleman to poke that puck away with the paddle. Backhand on the doorstep, just missed by Lass. It was fed in front. CJ off a skate, and it's going to be a clearing attempt by the Avs. They don't get it out. Fowler got it to Duran. Back towards the blue line, picked up by Ziegelbein, and knocked out of the zone off the stick of CJ Meyer. Both teams want to change. Hilltoppers, just about everybody changed but Fowler. Here's an opening in the slot. They score! Manglitz, second of the game. Fed off the end boards, and nothing Coleman could do. Manglitz was left completely alone in the slot.
Yeah, nobody picked him, but I think everybody was puck watching there and forgot all about the slot area. CJ Lass had an opportunity right before that, but that puck was bouncing when it got to him, and he just couldn't get enough on it.
So the Hilltoppers have a 2-0 lead, and Mason Manglitz has got 2 on the night, is 11th and 12th of the. Picked up there by Como, sent it up right wing to Staub. Popped off his stick, now the Avs D-to-D pass, not on target. Will Bryant forcing the issue. Adrian Voigt gets good position on the puck, but the outlet pass doesn't hit. Fowler, quick turnaround shot there by Staub, was blocked. Now from the right point, that was shot on net by Como, and the save by Coleman. Hilltoppers buzzing again. Avalanche trying to work it up the right wing wall. Staub hustling to keep that puck in from his knees. He feeds it to the high slot, but it's intercepted, and the Avs clear to the neutral zone. Onalaska lacrosse all over the Avalanche here in the last couple of minutes. 13:40 to play here, second period, 2-0 Hilltoppers. Ryan Gargaro sends it into the corner. Here's Staub now. Staub getting hit from behind. He'll dish it down low to Andrew Walls. Walls doing everything he can, but had it taken away. Now a chance up the slot for Weiner, and never pulled the trigger as he was right next to the netminder. Here's Pop now. Right point, shot block, sacrificing bodies. That was a good, gutsy effort there by Lenny Boberg. Out in front again and broken up by Adrian Voigt. Hilltoppers are all over the Avalanche right now. Behind the net, Weiner and Walls continue to hustle. And that'll be cleared down all the way. Avs need a breather, and they'll get it with the icing. But, boy, I'll tell you what, that was a lot of Hilltopper offense right there.
Yeah, that goal gave them a big jump. A lot of jump there, a lot of good opportunities, moving the puck well.
So both teams going to different personnel out there, as that was a long shift for both the Avalanche and the Hilltoppers, and it'll be C.J. Lass in with Ziegelbein and Duran, Pop and Gargaro, and Cody Dirks top line against top line. Hefty, the top defenders behind the net. Now he'll get a little bit of help as Mitchell Bass worked it back end boards to Hefty. Now left wing wall, Dirks. Dirks getting whacked at. Finally, it's Wink who puts it up left wing. Back is Pop to pick it up for the Hilltoppers. Pop up to C.J. Lass, left wing, neutral zone. Lass stick handling towards the high slot, and a really delayed offsides. Wow, that was really late.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't tell. I thought it was really close.
I can't say for sure whether it was offsides or not. It's just the decision to do it seemed awfully late.
Yeah, he struggled to get that whistle up. I did see him trying to find his whistle, but
here's Gargaro, rings it around, gets past Coleman. He loses his stick for a brief moment, and luckily Hefty was there to pinch Ziegelbein against the boards, who lost his stick for a brief moment. Now it's Schultz with the puck. Dropped it back to his defense. They're a little flat-footed right now. Comes to Coleman. Almost comes right back in the net as he shot it off of the defenseman Bass. And, almost a major blooper for the Avalanche. Picked up by Hefty in the far corner. Now a battle for the puck, top of the far circle. Avalanche now, Hunter Schultz. He's got it left wing. Chase with Dirks and Gargaro. Now it's C.J. Lass. Has it down the corner. Nice stretch up left wing. Carter Staub. Here comes Staub with a shot down low, stick save made by Coleman, and the rebound was there for Will Bryant, but he got to get his stick on it, and Coleman knocked the post off and the net off, and that got the whistle from the officials, which bought some time, but really I don't think Bryant was able to get his stick on that, or it was an open net.
No, but he really went to the net hard and gave himself an opportunity there. It's fortunate for the Avs that net did pop off.
Shots 21-6. That one off the glove, and Coleman makes the save. Hilltoppers with another shot on goal. Avalanche with the puck. Adrian Voigt being hassled. Look at Manglitz on that forecheck. Now picked up by Bryant. Bryant, he'll put that way off target. Comes out of the corner. Held in far point by Hudson Weber. Between the skates of Staub. Backhand down to the corner. And Bryant tried to put it towards the front of the net looking for Manglitz. This line's been very, very good here so far. That's off the side of the net. Hilltoppers trying to work it from the backside. That's Bryant now to Staub in the corner. The big forward sends it cross ice. Tips off the left wing boards. Fowler to Bryant. Looking for the one-timer from Staub, and it hopped over his stick, didn't get all of it. And now the Avalanche with a chance to push it ahead. And again, the Hilltoppers keep it in. Manglitz with a good dish in the near circle. Bryant puts it up over the net, bounces off the rail. Picked up again by Manglitz. Sent back far point. Now again, Manglitz for the high slot. Shot on net, and a blocker save made by Coleman. Boy, Manglitz is just feeling it tonight. And it'll be sent down and around, and the Avalanche should get to it first. Evenson, he'll try to clear, can't. Hilltoppers have been in the attack zone for minutes upon minutes, and a kick save made again by Coleman. Here's Fowler keeping the puck in. The Avs just need to clear, and they finally do. On net, easy save for Jack Weber. They want a line change, get fresh legs. Perfect stretch. Here's Mason, one-on-one with the goaltender. Mason down and goal! He got Coleman down and went just around him before the post got knocked off. I know that Jack Holmen wants to dispute this, but that puck seemed to go in before the post went off.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know how Brendan Mason got so open and behind the Avs defenseman.
I think what we call that in video game hockey is cherry picking.
Well, you got 5 guys there that's just flying, moving their feet against 5 guys standing and watching the puck. And, you know, Anna's just buzzing and have great opportunities. They just haven't had a chance to finish.
They have turned it up here in this second period. Now 3-0, 10:04 left. Here's Gargaro with a shot that goes wide right. And then Weiner to the corner. Walls put it to the slot, held up by Gargaro at the blue line. He puts that off a body, now picked up in the circle. Mason shot it wide, looking for his second in a row. And the Avalanche trip trying to get the puck out. Boy, the Hilltoppers are just on fire right now. That does get knocked into the neutral zone. Hilltoppers are off sides, and they'll pull the face-off outside the zone. 9:40 left to play in the second period, and the Hilltoppers have now a 3-0 lead. Shots 24-7, and boy, I don't know what you do if you're Charlie. I don't know if you really,
not much you can do right now.
Yeah.
But boy, there'll be some good video here. Should be some good teaching points, because you see 5 guys just flying, feet moving, versus 5 guys feet not moving. And I mean, if they can't figure that out and get it, then there's probably not a lot of hope for them.
Here comes Duran, takes the puck in left wing. Duran to the front of the net and kicked towards Jack Coleman and covered up. That was off the skate of Jake Ziegelbein. Had that gone in, it would have been a no goal because a kicking motion.
Yeah, now they got a penalty call too against the Avs, I think, for either a hook or high stick.
You know, in watching the Avalanche, I watched that Sauk Prairie game. I was here, we were doing the girls game after that, and what I really like is their offensive presence with that first line, but so many shots given up, and you just can't put your goaltender under the pressure like that.
Right. Yeah, they're struggling in their own zone, and I don't know if it's effort or if it's just something they haven't focused enough on.
Battle for the puck down in the near corner. It is a power play for the Hilltoppers, and the power play is at 33% effective. Penalty kill for the Avs, 70.6. Gargaro to Pop. Pop feeds the near circle. Ziegelbein. Ziegelbein back to Pop. Off to Gargaro. Gargaro to Pop. Near circle, Ziegelbein. Back to Pop. Shot blocked by Wink. Here again, high slot. That goes off the leg of Dirks, and Gargaro will pick it back up. Hilltoppers go down low. Duran to Gargaro. To Pop. To Ziegelbein. The cycle is on. Back and forth. Pop and Ziegelbein. Here's Pop again, taking his time. Drops it off top of the right circle to Gargaro. Max Pop to Gargaro, looking for that quick one-timer shot. Watch the Chill set that play up. It's very similar setup to what they do with Blake Holmes. That shot on net, and the second one goes in. First one saved by Coleman. Second one, I think Tommy Duran able to bang it in, and that's going to make it 4-0.
Yep, nobody picked him up right in front there. Puck came right to him.
So the Avs starting to take complete control here in the second period. Up now 4-0. 3 goals this period, 1 in the first for 4 unanswered. And that's tough.
Yeah, they just got so much firepower. They just keep coming, and you cannot take a shift off. But really what's coming alive now is you're seeing their depth that they have just kind of taking over.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, Tim. You're looking at 3 very solid lines, and of course they're playing without DeGaetano, who is hurt and may be gone for the season. At least that's what we're hearing. Here again, Brendan Mason, who steps up as a forward and really is a contributor. I mean, he's a fine skater.
Oh yeah, he's a solid player.
Here again come the Hilltoppers.
Nice to have those options too, where you can go back on D if you need it.
If you need it, exactly. Here's Fowler. Of course, with the addition of Fowler and Pop, it made it possible to bring Brendan Mason up to forward.
Right.
It's batted down nicely by Hudson Weber. And of course, Hudson Weber is a sophomore. He had a fine season as a freshman last year, and you got him too. Here they come. Fowler into the zone, and Coleman makes the save. And right now, the Avalanche look deflated, as if they're really not going after on defense at all.
No, and the Hilltoppers got those just 2 outstanding lines, and then that third line, they know their role. They're they work hard, and I mean they give themselves some opportunities, and just it's fun to watch. A team that deep, and you just don't have a lot of drop off.
Shots 27-7. Hilltoppers, they're commanding this game as that shot off the ceiling. Didn't want to thank some of our great sponsors. Our thanks to Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts right here, as well as Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service. They have been at your disposal since 1984, which is the year I graduated from high school, believe it or not. 1984, Tim. Are you surprised by that?
No, I would have guessed that you probably would have graduated in about 87.
87, thanks. You gave me a few years there. I appreciate that.
I think you and Coach Ebner are in the same year.
We are. We're very close. I think maybe 1 year different. I'm not sure. It's a turnover again. Will Bryant looking to feed that one in front of the net to Manglitz, who wants to pick up the hat trick. Oh, big hit there along the far boards by Gargaro. It was clean, too. But I don't think that Xander Scrady liked it a whole lot. Of course, Scrady, one of the freshmen, Matt Scrady's son from the WKTY morning show. Here's Gargaro, nice work to get back. Stretch pass just off the stick of Will Bryant, but he'll get to that puck first. Banks it off the back of the net, gets control. That pass just a little off target. Now picked up by Hunter Schultz. It was Boberg streaking after it, couldn't quite get there in time. Here again come the Avalanche.
And Lenny's got some jump, and he can actually be nice to get him contributing and scoring a little bit more to give them another option besides that one line.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, I'm no coach, but I'd almost give him an opportunity on that first line and kind of throw some things around, you know what I mean?
Yep. They do have some options there.
Hilltoppers again, CJ Lass off the wall, shot it just wide left, picked up by Duran. To Lass, that one goes wide as Ziegelbein had the screen set up in front. Jake tried to connect with Lass, jumping into the play was Como. Now it's picked up by Ziegelbein, kicked back out high slot. Fowler, right circle Duran, whiffed on the first pass attempt. One-timer Lass, hammered it wide. Oh man, he wanted to tee that one up near post. Here again is Lass. CJ, high slot, continues, and then drop that back. Good vision on defense by the Avalanche, and Eric Voigt will get off for a line change. Hilltoppers set up behind the net. Fowler to Lass, who almost lost that puck, but he gets some help from behind. Fowler up ice. Waiting for everyone to get set. Hilltoppers finishing off a change. Here's Mason with a shot. Goes right off the side of the net. And a whistle. The stoppage. Not too many stoppages, not too many penalties in this game so far tonight.
No, and that usually isn't. It's been a pretty good rivalry that way, as far as get rid of that chippiness and things. So like you touched on earlier, both teams are in this building. They've always gotten along, and I think had mutual respect for each other.
Off the draw, it's Pop. Sent it down to the corner. Dirks being worked from behind there by Weiner. And Walsh tripped, and I think there's going to be a penalty call, and indeed it is going to go against the Avalanche. And not what the doctor ordered for the Avs when they're trailing 4-0.
I'd like to see the replay on that, because that was not a trip. He fell on his own.
Yeah, I would not be able to argue in the fact that it was.
But give the officials the benefit of the doubt. I mean, our view versus their view. I would never want to be in their shoes down there. I mean, they got 10 guys skating around in front of them. They got a tough job, but you're going to miss one occasionally. Something's going to look a little different.
Anything's better than the officials in the Saints-Rams game, that's for sure.
Well, that was a struggle.
That was the worst officiated event I've ever watched.
Yeah, in both ways.
Yeah, just
both ways. I mean, that
all together.
That crew, I'd be surprised if they have jobs next season.
Yeah, I would agree. Here's another chance for the Hilltoppers. Holmen makes the save, rebound loose, and put in. No whistle, and finally Carter Staub was just right there. Carter on the spot and puts it in for a 5-0 lead. Boy, I'm surprised that there was no whistle.
Well, I don't think Jack ever really had good control of it, and he had a couple of defensemen there that must have didn't give him a lot of support. And you got to rely on those guys to clear that loose pucks out of there for you.
So it is a 5-0 game. 4:13 left here in the second period. And Carter Staub adds one now.
Very similar to the first game. They exploded for 4 or 5 goals in that second period and opened it up. And same thing tonight.
Here's Lass and Duran again. That's hammered up off the glass. Pops into the corner. Outlet pass stolen. Here again is Fowler in the slot. He puts that one in. And the Hilltoppers continue to roll. 6-0. By the turnovers for the Avalanche defense. No one's helping Jack Holmen in net.
No. Not a lot of effort there tonight, unfortunately. And you just cannot do that against a team this skilled, this talented.
The Hilltoppers are fired up like this is a playoff game.
Well, you're getting down there. I mean, this is about the time you start making your final push and want to be playing your best hockey here these last 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
They're going to have their hands full with university school right before the playoffs start. So you want to warm up? That's a warm up for playoffs.
Yeah, that's just a great team to have on your schedule, and you can't help but get you better and play a team of that quality.
And a whistle here as the Hilltoppers were taken in. Interference going to be called. And another penalty coming up against the Avalanche. Connor Hefty, 2 minutes for interference.
Certainly didn't need that at this juncture. Got to stay out of the box.
This is our last boys regular season broadcast. We hope to be back with you for playoffs. We'll see how that pans out with sponsor support. That'll be cleared by the Avalanche. Well, I can't believe how fast this whole winter season has flown by. We do have a girls game next Thursday, Black River Falls and the Onalaska Girls Co-op. That's another team Tim Franzini coached.
I'll tell you what, that was 2 fun seasons we had, but when you had the quality of girls that we had, it's made life enjoyable.
You had some legends.
Yep, we did, and
we had
a couple good supporting casts to go along with them too. And those girls obviously made their teammates better, and it was a lot of fun.
I think I had seen a post on Facebook. Jason Reeves scored a goal the other day for Ohio State.
She's centering their top line here the last half of the season and stuff. We're going to see 2 games when they're in Madison coming up here. So it'll be interesting.
Fantastic player. Of course, Teresa Knudsen graduated. She's playing girls professional hockey, is she not?
Over in Europe, yep.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of her posts, and she sure seems like she's really enjoying her opportunity.
And I believe Bailey Darling also playing college hockey somewhere. I can't remember where off the top of my head.
She was at one time, I think, at Concordia.
Yeah. Well, the Hilltoppers continue to roll. The power play is just slapping it one after another, and Coleman makes another save. They're running the power play clock. Is everything supposed to run now? It's 6-0?
With the penalty up there, I think it's supposed to stop.
Yeah, it's been running. Both clocks have been running here. I don't think it's supposed to be. Not 6-0. All right, I guess.
Well, I know it runs. It's at a 6-goal lead. Teams at full strength it should run, but when there's a penalty or a goal, it's supposed to stop.
That's what I thought. All right, back to Pop here. No power play for the Hilltoppers. Ziegelbein towards the net. Got caught up in a jersey in front, and then Jack Coleman gets on top of it with the belly. 32-7 the shots in favor of the Hilltoppers. And the clock continues to roll under a minute. So a running clock. Why did I think it was 7 goals?
6 goals after one period, it goes to
after
Run
one.
time.
Yeah. Here comes Ryan Wink into the attack zone. That one just off target for Cody Dirks. Voigt taps it, left wing wall. And then Bryant able to knock that loose into the neutral zone. Voigt, his own near circle, got into the neutral zone again. Pass a little too far for Wink. And all the way down, Fowler knocks it into the corner. Cody Dirks looked to center, knocked away again by the Hilltoppers defense. Then Voigt misses that one up high off the glass, and that will take care of our second period of play. We'll take a quick break and be back with your second intermission. Tim Ebner from the bench coming up here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Howie's on La Crosse Street has been a La Crosse landmark for decades. Gourmet burgers, signature sandwiches, and in-house smoked meats that are sure to please your taste buds. Whether it's Wing Wednesday, Howie's Happy Hour, or the Burger of the Month, the Barbecue Brisket Burger. Howie's has something for everyone. Check out the menu and specials online, howiesonlacrosse.com. Follow your favorite sports teams and UFC events at La Crosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, Howie's La Crosse.
Second intermission here from the Omni Center. The Hilltoppers up 6-0 after 2 periods of play, out shooting the Avalanche 32-7. And we've got the head coach of the Hilltoppers from the bench right now, Tim Ebner, joining us. And it's a rare situation where the two Tims are not on opposite benches. We got one Tim up here and one Tim down on the Onalaska lacrosse bench, and I know that Tim Franzini is going to have a great question for you here, but I'm going to open up the questioning.
Well, and I got the better view up here.
Well, you got two legends up there between you and Tim. I mean, you're just like legends. It's just a pleasure to be in the building with you two.
Listen to the sarcasm. It's oozing out of one Tim Ebner. That and the smell of bubblegum. But nonetheless, let's talk a little bit about that first and second period. Obviously, a whole different tempo, I think, compared to the first to the second, where you guys did pretty much the same thing the last meeting between the Avalanche and the Hilltoppers. Your take on how things have gone so far? Obviously, you got to like the numbers.
Well, you like the numbers, of course. The first period, we played well the first period. It just we needed to pick the pace up a little bit. We kind of slowed down a little bit in that first and came out and kind of felt things out a little bit, where the second period we just kind of let it loose and gave guys a little bit more green light to get aggressive.
Strong night for Mason Manglitz. He's been playing a lot better hockey, and you're really counting on him, aren't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you take a look at our scoring, it's all the way across the board. I mean, there's really not one guy that's completely lighting everything up. It's just we got 5, 6 guys, 7 before Degatano goes out. But for the most part, we've had some consistent scoring from throughout the lineup.
Now, I know Tim Franzini's got a great question for you. He's been pining for just 2 periods to the opportunity where he would get to throw the first question of his color commentary career with me up here.
Well, just let him know, yes, we'll buy dinner when we're done.
It's about time.
What do you got for him, Tim?
I know we've talked the last couple of years how much we liked Pop and Fowler, and now you get the opportunity to have those two horses, and I love what they do back there. They're so patient. They're very skilled. And then, you add Ryan Gargaro, who's in the same mix, and then you got a solid defenseman in Hudson Weber. So, I mean, obviously you got to be happy with the 4 defensemen, but to add those 2 playmakers back there is really got to be enjoyable.
No, absolutely, you're 100% right. It makes a huge difference, Normally, most teams are going to have 1 or 2 really solid defensemen. I think right now we've got 3, if not 4, really solid defensemen. They all like the puck on their stick. They're not afraid to bring it up. We're not as worried about teams flipping pucks over the top of our head like they've done in the past on us to try to catch us. We just got some good hockey players back there right now and very skilled hockey players.
Okay, now you guys worked on the same staff together when Tim Franzini was the head coach, and then you coached against each other numerous times. Did it ever get to a certain point where you guys were angry with each other during a game? Disputing over a certain call or a certain thing that one player did to another?
He'd get mad at me if I told him I didn't want that defenseman out there or something like that. But no, I don't. No, we've always had a very good relationship.
Yeah, I mean, there's always
the heat of the moment type thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tim knows I can get wound up, and I know he can get wound up. So it's just a matter of understanding each other and knowing each other. And I consider Tim a very good close friend of mine.
Yeah, well, you guys are both legendary coaches in this area, and it's I feel honored that I have him up here and you down there, and I get to be doing this because it's a lot of fun. This is, to be sandwiched between the two Tims in a very normal, hetero kind of way. It's a great moment.
Yeah, and it's a great seat up here. I love watching the game and being a spectator up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the only thing I would say about the two of you that's a little off-putting, that is that you guys like girly drinks, and I'm not sure why that is, but.
Oh, I don't think he likes girly. He
has umbrellas.
He's the one I was referring to with a glass of olives.
Yes, that's what I thought. Right? You know what he's talking about?
Oh, no, I have no idea.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for making time for us, Tim Ebner, and best of luck the rest of the way, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, there he is. Tim Ebner here in our second intermission. The Hilltoppers of Onalaska lacrosse up 6-0 after 2 periods of play, shots 32-7 through 2. We'll take a break, be back with more of your second intermission here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Waste Management of Wisconsin is your local choice for all of your collection and disposal needs. From collection and recycling to state-of-the-art landfill operations. At Waste Management, think green is a way of life. It means commitment to customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. It means cleaner, safer communities. And it means you receive high-quality service second to none. Their goal is to be the single source for all of your collection and disposal needs. Sign up today and see why more people choose Waste Management than any other. Contact Dean Lounsbro, DLOUNSBR at WM.com, 608-518-1720.
Hi, my name is Mark, and this is my story. I've been an Ultra member for over 13 years. Ultra's A-Plus checking is awesome. You get great rates plus ATM refunds. They also have a sweet mobile app, making it really easy to manage all my money.
Earn 2.5% dividends with Ultra's A-Plus checking account. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Many of us will end up working 40 to 50 years of our lives, saving and hoping that we'll be able to live comfortably and have a successful retirement. But saving and investing smartly is only half the game. Mistakes made during the game can have lasting effects. If you're questioning your retirement game plan, call Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth LLC. Your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered through Virtue Capital Management LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Interstate Wealth LLC is independent of Virtue Capital Management.
Ebner Properties of La Crosse is a proud supporter of hockey in the Coulee region and a great state of Wisconsin. Whether it's at the youth, high school, AAA, elite, junior, or college level, furthering the growth of hockey is the mission. Ebner Properties would like to wish all of our area teams at all levels the very best this season. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Quote from the great one, Wayne Gretzky. The Coulee Region Chill face off against the Wausau Riverwolves Thursday night at 7 o'clock. All home games are played at Green Island Ice Arena in La Crosse. Get your tickets online now at crchill.com for just $7 for adults and $4 for children, seniors, and military. $8 and $5 on game night. Can't be there? Watch the home games in full HD on hockeytv.com and listen live on CooleyRegionSportsNetwork.com. Coulee Region Chill Hockey is the fastest game in town.
Perfect pass. They shoot and score. Rik Franke and Tim Franzini back from the Omni Center at the Jones Construction CRSN studio, atop the Omni, I should say. It is wall-to-wall folks and the crew for Drew helping the family, the Coleman family, out with, a lot of expenses. As you know, cancer's touched pretty much everyone at some point in their life, a family member or a friend. And for Drew, it's a second bout with cancer, and people gathering together here today and contributing to help the family, and hopefully he can kick cancer's ass again.
Yeah,
that's what we're all hoping for.
He's a great young man. The first fundraiser I was a little more involved in, and I was coaching at that time, and had the opportunity to get to know him a little bit better. Jack's a great kid. I had a lot of fun with Jack, and I'm glad to see him getting this opportunity. He played behind Ben King, who was very solid and good goaltender in his own right, and Jack's finally getting some due playing time that he deserves, and he's done a great job with it. And just very, very nice, very good family. And you don't wish that on anybody, especially a 13, 14-year-old and things. And when I heard that he had turned a corner and it was in remission, he beat it. I wasn't more happier. And then to hear this devastating news that it came back. And if he beat it once, hopefully he can do it again. And I know he's a tough little guy.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to meet him, but I understand he has an amazing personality.
Yep, and I think him and Jack are very similar. And Jack was just a fun kid to be around, and I'm sure I don't know Drew quite as well, but I'm sure Drew is the same way. Just neat kids and a lot of fun to be around. And
we've got about 4.5 minutes till we drop the puck on period number 3 here at the Omni Center. Again, the Hilltoppers have a 6-0 lead. They took off big time in that second period. A lot of shots on goal and kept Jack Holmen very, very busy with a lot of rubber. So we'll see how it all settles down here in the third and whether the Avalanche can get back in this hockey game or not. I did want to take a brief moment to thank, again, some of our great sponsors here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Can't bring you these things without their support. Howie's, Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue. Our thanks to Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, as I said, at your disposal since 1984. We thank every plumbing and heating. Give them a call when you need it done right, every time. Our thanks to BA Burrito Company. Boldly mixed mad flavors delivered right to your door. If you put that app on your phone, Bite Squad or Eat Street, you just pick what you want off the menu and they'll come right to you. You have to pay for it, but if you got that on your phone, I think I told you about that, didn't I?
No, I saw your post, but I have the other. What's the other one?
There's Bite Squad. There's Eat Street.
I've used the only one I've used so far about 3 times is Bite Squad.
Eat Street has a couple other restaurants.
Oh.
It doesn't cost you anything to put the app on your phone.
Okay.
So put that one on there too.
Yeah,
guys like us like to eat. We like to have the restaurants we want. We don't want to have to make the food, right?
It's so convenient and have to go out if the weather's not so friendly. And
right. If only they were paying me for this free commercial.
Yeah. There we go. Maybe we get a part-time job with them.
There you go. We'll be back with your third period coming up here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you earn 2.65 annual percentage yield on your checking account balance? If you had a Coulee Bank Kasasa Cash checking account, you would. Free Kasasa Cash checking account includes free MasterCard debit card, free online banking, bill pay, e-statements, Coulee Bank mobile app, and ATM fee rebates. Earn 2.65 APY on your free Kasasa Cash checking account. Coulee Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. See CooleyBank.net for more information.
I'm a mother of a teenager, and when a child is learning how to drive, you want to turn it over to someone who's patient.
Enhanced Driving Institute teaches your child how to drive responsibly, not just pass a test.
He does a lot more than teaching to pass the test, but also teaching just conscious driving.
Class registration is open right now and filling fast.
I don't want my daughter to just pass her test. I want her to be a good driver for life.
EDI-WI.com. Enhanced Driving Institute.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service has been at your disposal since 1984. It's all about the service and customer satisfaction. When Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling says they're going to be there, you can count on them. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling means responsible recycling. The Hogum family is a proud supporter of Onalaska Hilltoppers athletics. If you're in the need of their reliable services, give them a call at 608-783-6727 or visit them online at hilltopperrefuse.com.
Howie's on Lacrosse Street has been a lacrosse landmark for decades. Gourmet burgers, signature sandwiches, and in-house smoked meats that are sure to please your taste buds. Whether it's Wing Wednesday, Howie's Happy Hour, or the Burger of the Month, the Barbecue Brisket Burger. Howie's has something for everyone. Check out the menu and specials online, howiesonlacrosse.com. Follow your favorite sports teams and UFC events at Lacrosse's ultimate sports viewing venue, Howie's Lacrosse. The Coulee Region Chill face off against the Wausau Riverwolves Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
All home games are played at Green Island Ice Arena in La Crosse. Get your tickets online now at crchill.com for just $7 for adults and $4 for children, seniors, and military. $8 and $5 on game night. Can't be there? Watch the home games in full HD on hockeytv.com and listen live on CooleyRegionSportsNetwork.com. Cooley Region Chill Hockey is the fastest game in town.
Perfect pass. They shoot and score. All right, close to dropping the puck here on the third period. Hilltoppers up 6-0 on the Avalanche. Glad you're with us here on this chilly and somewhat snowy Tuesday night in the Cooley region. We were reminiscing about past girls hockey coaches. Of course, Tim Franzini was one of those. Mark Thorne, the current head coach, and he had pointed out that Bailey Dowling did graduate from Concordia and Chaz Anderson at Lindenwood. So there, if you were following that conversation earlier, I thought I'd just follow it up with a couple of side notes. The puck down inside the Hilltopper end, and Hunter Schultz plays it to Wink, and then it's cleared down all the way here by the Hilltoppers. Should be an icing here, but no, they're going to wave it off. Adrian Voigt with the puck back behind his net, trying to kick it along, got it free, and then flips it down all the way. Jack Weber sees that one and sees Hudson Weber, his brother, and that means icing. Faceoff coming all the way back down into the Avalanche end.
Little trivia, what's Chaz Anderson best known for?
Oh, I'm not sure. What?
Game-tying, game-winning goals at the state tournament.
Ah, yes, that's right. That's right. She was clutch. I will definitely say that. That was one of the things you could always say about Chaz. That'll be intercepted there in the neutral zone, but not cleared as the Hilltoppers dump it down.
She did a great job playing with Teresa on that line and took advantage of her opportunities.
Hilltoppers looking for a one-timer in the slot to Andrew Walls. Puck chipped but not out. Held in by Gargaro. Dropped that one along the right wing wall. The Avalanche and Mitchell Bass. That misses all. And another icing. Bit sluggish to start out our third period.
Yeah, a little bit to be expected. I hope the Avs would come out with just a little bit of jump and, so they feel good, at least finishing the game on a good note so it carries over to their next night out.
Looking at the schedule for the Avalanche coming up, be at Black River Falls on Thursday. Then it's Tuesday. They host West Salem here at Thomas Sparta on Thursday the 31st. So some big games coming up. Face off here at the near circle. Interesting music choice playing right now. And the puck cleared down all the way. I don't know what kind of music that was there. Sounded like something from a movie we shouldn't be watching. Hey, it's right. Happy birthday to Larry Hogum. Every time there's a game here at the Omni, it's Larry's birthday. Of course, Colton Hogum, one of the defensemen on the Hilltopper squad, a sophomore. Had a great football season, got in the varsity lineup, was playing tackle for much of the year. And it's Ryan Wink banking it into the neutral zone. Of course, Alex Franzini, who hasn't played much here on ice tonight. Little relation there, and he's a talented running back for the Hilltoppers this season. Unfortunately got hurt come playoff time.
Yeah, he did. Rolled an ankle, and I think it bothered him going into the hockey season quite a bit. I'm not sure even if it's still 100%. And he had a cramping issue early in the season that took some time away late in games.
Yeah, he tends to cramp up quite a bit.
Yeah. It must be a hereditary thing. Is
that you too?
Yeah, big time.
It's the Franzini Achilles heel, is it? And a scramble for the puck in the corner, and it looks like Hilltoppers are on top of it. That's Jake Ziegelbein in the official stop play here. 13-10 and counting. Of course, 6-goal lead here in the third period. We are under a running clock, which makes this maybe a little quicker evening. Face off outside the zone. Cody Dirks Wink and Schultz, that forward line out there for the Avalanche. Como sends the puck on in. Adrian Voigt picks it up here for the Avalanche. To Schultz, right wing wall. Nice touch pass to Dirks, trying to split the defense towards the net. And Weber uses the big paddle to steer to the corner. And we've got a cross check coming up here. Didn't see where it happened.
If anything, I thought maybe there'd be a little trip on it or a hook, but
it's going to go against the Hilltoppers, and that's going to be Ben Fowler, varsity defenseman. Ben, a key contributor coming over from La Crosse Logan High School. Clearing attempt, not able to clear. Here's Adrian Voigt, near point. Feeds it off to Wink, working the right point. And that shot's going to be disrupted off a stick in the slot and up and out of play. And the Avalanche would love to erase a goose egg here in the third period. So the clock does stop here with a power play, unlike it did last time, which is strange. I don't think that was supposed to run down, do you?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy, because I did wonder what was going on there earlier. Then again, the Avs are running the clock, so.
Funny how that goes. Now they're on the power play.
Yeah.
Last time they were on the kill.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be set all the way down.
That's called home ice.
Yeah, it is called home ice. That happens in venues all across the country and the world. And, there's a hit in the neutral zone. Gargaro, he kind of let up a little. Wink went down and thought maybe they might give him a call there, but you could tell good. Gargaro stepped back on it.
You bet.
Here comes Schultz, covered by C.J. Lass, and Lass makes quick work of it as he clips it into the neutral zone. Here's Wink now. Feeds Schultz on the tape. Back to Voigt. Dangerous pass because Tommy Duran almost took it for a breakaway.
Adrian made a nice little escape move there. That was big.
Shot on net. Stick save made by Weber. 44 seconds left on the Avalanche power play. Look out. Here comes C.J. Lass trying to get around for the shorthanded goal. He'll put it top shelf, and he goes over the crossbar with it. C.J. Lass has done that a few times this season. Cross ice pass a little too far from Boberg. And the Avs try to get out of the corner. Brennan Mason can't clear. Hefty has it. To Bass. Bass on net. Nice glove save by Jack Weber. Saw that one. Ninth shot on goal for the Avalanche.
Yeah, no traffic in front of him. He's going to make that save every time.
Suppose I should change the period number on the screen here. That might confuse some people. We are in the third period, and the Hilltoppers have a 6-0 lead. Hudson Weber uses the end boards. The penalty kill is over, and here come the Hilltoppers. Shot on net, saved by Coleman, shoveled off to the far side. Now here's Walls. Walls from the near circle. Back to Hudson Weber. And Walls sent it down low. Chopped into the corner. Derek Carey getting some action. There's a chance in front. They score! Hilltoppers. Hardy Weiner was in front.
I think Andrew Walls got that on the putback.
Yeah, Andrew Walls, and that line was very, very strong on the attack. And the Hilltoppers had another one, 7-0. And that is now equal to score from the last meeting. And still 9:57 left on the clock. Right off the draw, here comes Walls. He went a little too fast without the puck. Oh, I thought play stopped. I thought they blew a whistle, but no whistle. Back the other way come the Avalanche. Hudson Weber picking up an assist on that goal. Here's Dirks from the near circle. Rips it wide. Far side held in. Sent down low there by Evenson. Hilltoppers with possession. Don't clear. Voigt keeps it in. Not this time, though, as it's cleared by Weiner down across the Avalanche blue line. Voigt to Dirks. Dirks to the trailer. Schultz back to Dirks. Hilltoppers not able to clear, but now some space for Max Pop as he takes the puck up ice. Pop through the defense and right to the front of the net. Save made by Coleman. The defense just sat back and did not even approach him. Here's Voigt. Now Dirks with the puck. Nice work by Manglitz to keep it in. Manglitz with a shot. Blocked in front. Picked up by Evenson. Clearing attempt. No. Como keeps it in. A heavy shot goes wide. Puck in the corner. Finally worked out here by Wink all the way down to the Hilltopper end. Icing. So the clock continues to roll towards the 8-minute mark. And with the icing, faceoff comes back into the Avalanche end. Thanks to Cooley Region Chill Junior Hockey, the fastest game in town. Don't forget, we will have Chill action on Thursday night from Green Island Ice Arena as they take on Wausau. And the Wolves, as they continue their quest towards the top of their division, they're having some major success. Held in here by the Hilltoppers. That was blocked. Out there now is Matty Sisamaki. Here's Ziegelbein. Feeds Sisamaki in the slot. Couldn't get his stick on it. Pop keeps the puck in. Just over Sisamaki's stick. And the Avalanche able to clear. Race up the right side. But he didn't win the race. Jankowski tried, but that'll be another icing.
Well, now at this juncture, you just want to get out of the game healthy and move on to the next one.
Yep, that's pretty much it. And that clock continues to roll. Thanks to Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Some of these guys right down here have learned how to drive from Enhanced Driving Institute. That'll be knocked back into the neutral zone. Gargaro throws it right back in. It's nice to have my son driving now so I don't have to take him everywhere and pick him up everywhere. That may scare some of you that I have a son that drives, but Avalanche working to the right wing wall. Xander Scrady unable to pick that puck up. Here's Weiner behind the net, centering pass, intercepted. Here's Walls again. Knocks into the corner, Weiner chasing. Good speed. Weiner leaves it for Walls. Walls goes down in the corner, gets some help. Mason to the front of the net. Walls with a shot point blank. A save made by Coleman. That one up off the glass. Now Gargaro gets around the defense. Towards the front of the net off the pad of Coleman. I think they stopped with the shot counter. And another whistle with the clock continuing to roll towards the 5-minute remaining mark. So like you said, it's time to look on towards the next one for the Avs and for the Hilltoppers. Their schedule looks like this coming up. At West Salem on Thursday. The new rink there. Have you been over to the Panther Den yet, Tim?
I have for our grandson's game. Very, very well done. Very nice.
I have not been over yet, but I've heard great things about it.
You'll be impressed. I mean, well needed.
Yes. Compared to the meat locker, yes. Absolutely. And Black River Falls is in town to take on the Hilltoppers in the game after the West Salem contest in West Salem. There's Manglitz in the corner. Fed it back to Como. Como rings it around. Schultz will get there first for the Avalanche. Loose puck comes to Manglitz. Flips it down with a backhand to the corner. Will Bryant, after Mitchell Bass, who has it pinned into the boards, gets some help from Cody Dirks. Dirks behind the net, throws it off the glass. Staub keeps it in. Staub again, off the stick of Coleman to the corner. Now here comes Wink. Poke checked. Hilltoppers mop it up in the neutral zone again. And that one's on target from center ice. Here's Pop. Bank up right wing. Sent ahead by Derek Carey. Carey chases his own puck. Pops out in front, celebrating his 16th birthday. Racing up ice come the Avalanche. Shot down low and the save made by Weber. Boy, Jankowski is an aggressive player. He comes at you full force pretty much every time he gets into the zone. Yeah,
that's the one thing. He competes, plays hard, always has good effort. He's had some big goals in his career.
Physical player too, almost puts it in right there off the draw.
Very strong individual.
Here comes Tommy Duren up ice. Duren throws it between the legs of the defense. Almost went down, but he picks up the puck on the other end. Duren behind the net. One-timer, they score. Jake Sigelbein with a perfect pass from Tommy Duren off the end wall. And it's 8-0.
Yeah, you can't leave guys unattended like that in front of the net. It's going to happen every time.
That play was all Tommy Duren. Just hustled after his own puck to the end boards, got space, and then fed it right in front to Sigelbein, who was just camped.
Yeah.
Dumped on in by the Hilltoppers, slowed down by Coleman. 2:45 left. Oh, there's another opening. And that shot was saved by Coleman off the stick of Hardy Weiner. Here again, the Hilltoppers putting the pressure on. Comes to the front of the net, diving again. It's Coleman on top of the puck. Well, as we've said numerous times tonight, lots of folks here to support the Coleman family and the crew for Drew. And
very, very impressive turnout.
Yeah, really. I mean, well, the hockey is one big family, is it not?
Big time, big fraternity.
Bass with the puck here for the Avalanche. Sent it to the corner. Picked up by Hefty.